Hello YouTube, we're doing some maintenance on our pruner. It's supposed to get to 80 degrees today. Today is the 8th. It's a Tuesday. 7 days are Monday, I think. I have no idea. Everything becomes a blur. Okay, this is my 750 paracord. I bought that tough cord. If you've seen it in the video back. This is the stuff that came on it, and it is garbage. This was part how it went up through here somewhere, and it started catching somewhere and fraying. And this stretched. I used it last summer. I got some of the stretch out of it. Well, still, it's junk. You can see it's spraying there. I reused this little clip thing here where you squeeze it. If you take this apart carefully, see where that squeezes? Can you see that? I should maybe take a picture of that. If you take that apart carefully with a screwdriver, I used the vice grips, little ones, and pried it open, and I reused this clip. Okay, we're taking this off. Now this side, we're careful here, we'll take the nut off and the washer. Remember, there's two washers on this side. I filmed this stuff so I can review it. Here, we'll do it this way. This might have a square head on it. No, it don't. Well, it might have. Look where that's worn and chewed. See that? Because it rides in this slot. See that slot? That's kind of... Here, I use that word cheesy again. But I'm going to reuse it. And this is a nylon lock nut, they call it. And it has a square hole. See, we'll set everything over here in order. Remember, the two washers went on there. We're going to sharpen this. Okay? And this has a square hole. When it comes up, it locks into here. You see that? Well, that's kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, that one's kind of crappy. I mean, it doesn't make no sense. It's supposed to slide in there. Maybe I'll find a 1/4-inch carriage bolt and replace that. We'll see before the video's done. Okay, that's about it for now until we come back. We want to show you this, take a picture, and we'll show you when we're done sharp. We're just going to use our file. We'll see how hard a steel it is. I got a cheap pair of pruners from a dollar type store, which I might as well just include them. And I tried chopping a dry stick. You know, these things. And I nicked the blade. So, stuff's made cheap nowadays. Anyway, not to make this long video. And then I'll show you my modified... it's to hold a paintbrush on a paint pull, but I got my saw blade off my Tabor saw. The one that doesn't fold, it's got a handle. And I'll also show you the saw blade that come off here, which I'll never use again. This is going to be for pruning trees only. And it went right here on the other side. There's a pin and a bolt. Flip it over real carefully. See that? That's where the saw blade goes. Okay, we'll stop talking. We'll do more work. Okay, you want a burr on here. I don't know if you can see that little piece of metal. See that coming off there? And we're not making a edge that's angled like this. We're rounding it. We do that on our lawnmower blade. So we're actually, when we're making this, we're coming up like this. We're kind of rounding it over. So there'll be like a rounded edge. You don't want it just a sharp angle. It seems to me that stuff dulls. Even on my little hand pruning shears. It isn't super soft metal. We lock the vise down here. We're not spending too much time on it. It's not super soft metal. But these are really good files. Like I said, we're not just going like here, make an angle. We're actually rounding it. See how I kind of roll up over? We're trying to get it sharp down here. Here's the problem. You get almost cut, it won't cut all the way because it gets right like small. You get right down here and it stops cutting. So we're trying to get a cutting edge clear back into here. So I think I explained that enough of how I'm doing this with a file. I even sharpened my lawnmower blade. I just did it yesterday and mowed the yard. I use a file. I don't use grinders on stuff unless you got to redo an edge. It's the only time I ever use the grinder. So back to work. Okay, we did take our diamond file and kind of go either way and get the burrs off the back. You'll see a little bit where the paint's gone. Just take the burrs off. But I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, But this is more of a rounded over. It's kind of hard to do with that big flat file. It'd be better, you could actually do it with a chainsaw file if you take your time and practice. I've done it before. We just kind of took off the roughness of the file. Said, it doesn't have to be razor sharp. It's going to get dull again. So we get this put back together. And we did take a picture of the carriage bolt won't work because it spins in there too. Won't lock. We did take a picture of that in the vice grip. You'll see how chewed up it is. So someday we're going to probably do something different. We could spend the time to make a little bushing in there. And it was some of that's a little bit smoother action instead of chewing up a bolt. It's kind of a crappy design. Anyway, get this back together, then we'll show you our modified paintbrush holder. So we got our saw blade in and our paint pole. Paint pole's pretty big. I'll probably take a picture of it outside. It's a 6 to 12 footer, just a cheap paint pole, just for sawing little branches. So stay tuned. We'll get this back together. We'll snap a picture of it together, then we'll be off to the next little project. Okay, we got this back together. I think we're going to make a separate video on the paint pole. This one's too long, so we'll make a separate video on that. The paint pole and the saw thing. Okay, watch how sloppy this is. That was supposed to have a square on it, like a carriage bolt, till it wore off. And watch how sloppy that is. Here's two, when you tighten these, so it don't bind up. Like I tightened this a little too tight, so I had to loosen up. And here's another problem I did. See this clip? Put this clip as close as you can to there, because watch what happens. Let me come down here and I'll show you. See that? Where it just starts getting in the pulley. And there's your pin where it stops it. Excuse me. It's been dusty. I know we've had enough rain, but still, it's dusty around here. See that? So if you're working on one of these, put this closer. Get it right up there. We got to trim tree branches. We ain't going to take it back apart. So just watch your bolts, how you took them out. Like I said, and watch how sloppy this is. I don't know if you can see it on camera. See all that? That's part of the problem I had with this thing. I need to sit there and invent some kind of bolt, something better. Because there is kind of like a square hole in here. Like I said, there's the slot. So it kind of slid. It's kind of two things. It has like a square part and then a round part. So if you get one of these brand new, take the bolt out once carefully and see what it looks like. That way you'll know when it starts wearing out what wore out. There you go. Get this on film here again. I said, don't do the mistake I did with that little clamp. I could have just tied that rope, but I wanted to use it. Ready to go start cutting. So this is that nice 750 tough whatever paracord I ordered. It was in one of my videos a while back. Really nice stuff. That's 750 pound, not 550. So it's a little bit bigger than the other stuff. So we're never going to break it. So thanks for watching. We'll give you a couple pictures of this contraption.